What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 here in the spring season of series number 2. Today we're driving around in our Ford Escort Cossie that we unlocked in the last video, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But today we're going to be jumping into another seasonal championship here in the spring season, and that one that we're going to be jumping into is way over here at the top of the volcano. This is the Auld Syne. I don't know how to, whatever that is, but you can see our class restriction, our car restriction is A class 800, and it has to be a car from the 2010s. So we've got 3 cars set up. You can see that this is a trial event, or not a trial, a dirt racing series. So you want to make sure that you've got a off-road-esque kind of setup on your vehicles. I do have 3 different cars set up with 3 different tunes that will all work wonderfully for this, hopefully. But I'll jump over here, jump into our first car, and then we'll get this championship started. Alright, so the first car that we're going to be checking out here is the 2011 BMW 1 Series M Coupe. So the tune, the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. This car has been one of my favorite kind of dirt series event cars just because of how small it really is. It makes it really, really nimble, so I have no hesitation that this isn't going to be very good in this championship. So let's go ahead and take a look at these races, and then we'll jump into this first event. Alright, and our events are going to be sprint race. I think it's a sprint race and a sprint race. Nice. All right, starting it off here with the Montagna Trail. Don't know if that's 100% correct. It probably isn't. But let's see what this can do. Is that the race truck behind us? Okay. Somebody's ambitious. All right, let's see. I cannot see anything. I don't know why the smoke is white. I just saw the inside of the truck. Or the dirt, not the smoke. Ooh, that was close. We are a little out of control. Timeout. That is actually a really fast class for this thing. Let's rewind that. I don't know why the dirt kick-up was white through there. Maybe it's just because of the headlights maybe, but take a little better of a line through here, why don't we? It'd be fine once we get out to the front. Just, there's no Lamborghini Gallardo. Some of the choices that Drivatars make are really fun. Never would have thought to bring a Lamborghini off-road, you know? I'm not the Strad man over here. I do wish I was. It did look like his Lamborghini, his Gallardo. It's that orange, so it could have been Strad. Where you at, James? You out here dirt racing in Mexico? He does go to Mexico to race, right? That could be the Strad man racing down the volcano here. And his Gallardo. Probably testing out his new twin turbo setup, right? That's exactly what it is. So let me know down in the comments below if you watch the Strad man. He's actually one of my favorite YouTubers outside of some of the video game YouTubers that I watch. He's definitely like the biggest like vlog style, if that's what you want to call his videos that I watch. Him and Burlacker and then Stephen Lewis. I just really love the content that they make, and you know, it would be really awesome to be able to do that one day, you know, if YouTube kind of pays off in this sense, to kind of have like a little collection of cars that I can, you know, vlog doing stuff to as well. But you know, for right now, we just stick to the virtual racing and modifications, right? So this thing is handling really well. I'm not the greatest driver, and this is a very technical course through here, coming down the volcano. We are only a little halfway over 50% down the volcano, or through this race. I shouldn't say down the volcano, because it may not all be down the volcano. But this car is handling it really, really well. This is like an actual dirt series race where there is no asphalt as of yet. A lot of the dirt series races are like half and half, if not more asphalt than actual dirt. So good to see that this is actually taking place on all dirt so far. I'm assuming there's probably going to be a little bit of asphalt towards the end, but that's okay. As long as it's majority dirt, I am a-okay with that. I just get upset when they call it a dirt series race and then you're on the asphalt for, I think there was one race in Horizon 4 that it was like 80% asphalt, and it's just like, okay, that's not really a dirt race. It's a mixed surface race, but whatever you want to call it there, Chief. Alright, we're almost to the end. We're getting there. This actually might end on dirt, which would be awesome. If it was a 100% dirt race. Seems like it's going to be. Yeah. We're ending it out on dirt, so. Man, we killed the Drivatars. Absolute murder. Alright, ooh, that's a cool little cut. Alright, finish first. Let's see. I don't know how long it'll take the Drivatars to finish. There we go. 7 seconds. That's pretty good. So that's race number 1 down. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our next vehicle and into our next car, or into the next race. Okay, so here's our next car. This is the 2011 Audi RS3 Sportback. The share code for the tune will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. This is actually a car that I tuned myself, so we'll see how it does. So let's go ahead and jump into this next race. It's actually a circuit race. I couldn't see the actual icon because whenever it was giving us the races, it was behind some other icons, but this is a circuit race here on the seasonal championship. So let's go ahead and jump into it now. All right, San Juan Scramble. Here we go. So before we go any further too, I do want to mention that you do not have to use 3 different vehicles for these races. I do that just to provide some extra content for you guys. So you can select one of the cars that I've used, or you don't have to use any of the cars that I've used if you found something better. And if you do find something that works out really well for you, definitely leave the car along with a share code for a tune if you've used one down in the comments below. So let's see how this does on this track. Not doing too hot right now, but we'll definitely have time to catch up. We got 3 laps to get out in the front. If you do use this car along with this tune, definitely let me know down in the comments below how it worked out for you. If you've got any creative or any good feedback, creative feedback is what I'm looking for. Definitely let me know down below. I'm trying to make it to where I am getting better at tuning little by little. So again, if you have any feedback, definitely try to, throw it down in the comments below. I prefer it be creative as far as if there was an issue, like right there, you can feel that it's got some understeer. But that's probably just because I just raced with a car that was just really snippy. Or snappy, not snippy. So this one has a little bit of understeer that I really haven't gotten used to yet. But if you've got something like that, definitely let me know down below. And if you can provide an easy way to fix it or an explanation on how to fix it, for future tunes and whatnot, definitely let me know as well. So let's see if we can't catch up the first and second here. We had a good run through there. We just kind of bounced off that wall and killed our speed a little bit. Let's see if we can't get a little bit better as we go into these next couple turns. That's not what we want. That was a really bad turn. Let's rewind that. That's the nice thing about rewind in this game is you can use it if you have it set on your difficulty. It doesn't give you any issues as far as, or it doesn't take away any of your, whoa, what in the world? That was a bounce and a half off the wall. So we need to go a little slower into this apparently. I've never seen a car bounce off the wall like that yet here in Horizon 5. So that was interesting. Put in there. So we got a Mustang. Is it another Lamborghini? It is another Lamborghini. Up into second. Something else that, I could mention as well is you don't actually have to win all 3 of these events. This is a championship event, so you don't have to win. You don't have to come in first in the 3 actual races. You just have to have more points than anybody else after the 3 races. And I can show you what that looks like after we get done with this race. I may intentionally come in second in this race too. I say intentionally, I'm going to make sure that I can get past the guy before I call it intentional. So once we get past the guy, I'll give that position back to him, and then I'll come in second at that point. Just to show you guys that you don't actually have to win or come in first on these 3 events. You just have to, you know, come in first on the leaderboard. I may not be able to catch up to this guy, quite honestly. This thing may not have enough power. I think I can get him through some of these turns. But I mean, he isn't a Lamborghini, right? I think that's the Gallardo Spider that we actually unlocked in this season, which is pretty cool to see. We are on his tail. Get up on the inside, there we go. Got past him. In these seasonal championships against these drivatars, you have to do some really, really creative driving sometimes to get past them, so don't feel bad about doing it to the drivatars. You gotta do what you gotta do. Robin's racing here. Don't do it online against other players though. But against drivatars, you do what you gotta do. So let's let him pass us up. Okay, pass us up. He didn't pass us up. We literally didn't get on the gas at all, and he didn't pass us up, so whatever. Got first place there. We'll come in second place on that last. I don't know why he didn't pass us up, but as you can see, since we came in first, we got 20 points there. So you can see that on the far right. If I hit next, this is the leaderboard that you want to be in first place on at the end of the 3 events. So, or the 3 races. So we have 40 points in total. Second place has 30. So as long as you come in first on this leaderboard, that's where it matters. So I'm going to hit continue, jump into our next vehicle, and we'll jump into that last race. All right, and so race number 3, we're going to be jumping into this. It's the 2017 Ford Focus RS. The share code for the tune that we're using, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen now if you want to check it out. So let's go ahead and jump into this and into this final race for this championship. All right, so the Cordilleria, I don't know. Start up the race. This is a sprint race, so we'll see how it can do. And again, we're gonna come in second place on purpose here on this race. But we're gonna make sure that we can get up in the first place with this tune before we, you know, give that position up. So that is a corner and a half. We just got bumped by that big Mercedes truck as well. So if you played Horizon 4 at all, you'll know that this Ford Focus, you got this at the beginning of the game, and it was a pretty OP car for the majority of any kind of race that you needed to do in Horizon 5, or 4 rather. You could use it just about anywhere. That was a really high-speed turn there. Kind of dove into that. Could have slowed down a lot more, but nonetheless, we're back in on the dirt. This thing is really not super duper great, it seems, so I would not suggest this tune as of right now. Again, it could just be a driving style where I was driving 2 different vehicles. You know, I haven't gotten used to this one yet. It does feel really slidey on this mud, dirt, whatever you want to call it. But it just doesn't seem like it grips up on the road either, so it may not be ideal for use here. We are up into third, which I think would still get us the win, especially if the person in second place came in second place. We are up into second now, a little over halfway through the race. Let's see if we can't make a charge onto first. We can't pass up this Mustang through this turn. There we go. Just using the Mustang. I don't know how we got that checkpoint, quite honestly. Yeah, this thing does not feel great on the dirt. So this is not one that I would use. I don't even remember if this tune was named anything specific for this event. I try to pull tunes that have, you know, this name or the event name in their title, just because that means that they were made or should have been made specifically for it. But this thing does not feel very good to drive at all, so I would stay away from this. I'm not going to even put the share code down in the description for this car, just because it's not been super great. So, yeah. I'll leave it in the video just for reference sake, but yeah, not super great. If you do use this car in this tune and you find it, see, like, it just didn't stop there. Like, what the heck? All right, let's let one of these guys go by. Keep the Lamborghini behind us. And second place, there we go. That's what we wanted. So finish second. And that'll get us 16 points, I think it is, for second place. Yeah, so 16 points. We still win out on the championship leaderboard because we have more points than everybody else. And if I hit next, it should take us to the win screen for this race. This is just for this race, this podium here. But if I hit continue, there is the reward for the seasonal championship. All right, so there we go. That is unlocking the 2019 Aston Martin Vantage here in the spring season of series number 2, and completing that seasonal championship. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but I hope you guys did enjoy or found the video helpful. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed for future Forza Horizon 5 content just like this. But other than that, I do hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy New Year's to everyone. And we will see you in the next video.